Let's talk about the parable of the Mexican fisherman and what the hell it can tell us about aspiration and life generally. There's a story that I heard recently that made me reconsider aspiration and kind of a lot of attitudes that I really have towards work in the future. So the story goes that there's an American investment banker and he goes down to a small Mexican village. So this investment banker goes for a little stroll down to the port. And as he does, a fishing boat pulls in. Now the investment banker gets talking with the fisherman, compliments his fish and asks him about his day. How long do you spend out fishing? Well, the fisherman goes, not too long, a few hours. And the American is fairly perplexed by this and he asks, why? And the Mexican goes, well, what do you mean? I got everything that I need. And the American goes, okay, well, what do you do with the rest of your day if you only spend a few hours out fishing? Well, the fisherman gets to explaining and he goes, okay, well, I wake up in the morning, I sleep in late, I go out, I catch a couple fish, I come back, I play with my kids, I have a long siesta with my wife. In the afternoon, I'll go for a stroll through town, maybe have a glass of wine with a couple friends. In the evening, I'll go out, hit the town with some of my amigos, catch up, maybe play the guitar through the night. And the investment banker goes, you're doing this all wrong. I graduated from Harvard. Let me help you. So he gets explaining this investment banker. This is what you need to do. Okay, you need to spend more time out fishing, catch some bigger fish. Take that money, buy a bigger boat. Take the money from that, buy a fleet. Now that you've got bigger operations, now you need to control the supply distribution chains. You need your own canning factory, then you can own your manufacturing, and then you want to cut out the middleman. You want to sell directly to the market in the US. Well, the Mexican fisherman looks at him and he goes, okay, but then what? Well, the American goes, okay, well, on this journey, you move up to Mexico City. Eventually, you'll probably have to move to New York. And if it all goes right, after 15, 20 years, you can IPO. You can sell the company for millions. So again, the Mexican fisherman goes, okay, but then what? To which the American says, well, that's the best part. After that, you can retire. You can move to a small Mexican village. You can spend only a small amount of your day working. You can sleep in late. You can have long siestas with your wife. You can walk through the village in the afternoon and drink wine. You can spend the evening playing guitar with your amigos. You'll live a fulfilling life. And that's the parable of the Mexican fisherman. It has you thinking about aspirations. It has you thinking about the future, about work, about what it really means, what you want to do with your life. I think it's really thought-provoking. And that story has me thinking to the future. I'm quite aspirational, so it makes me think, when is it going to be enough for me? And to answer that question, I think back to the past. In the past, I've thought, if I hit this goal, then I'll be happy, I'll be satisfied. And I think that's all of our lives, is trying to hit that next goal, that next target. Everyone has been living their life hitting that next goal and their next target. And are you now are you the ultimate vessel of joy and happiness because you achieved that goal? Like, of course not. You move the goalposts and you're striving for the next thing. So it had me thinking about life and gratitude. I live an okay life. I have a roof over my head. I have food in front of me. I have friends. I have a good relationship. So yeah, is what you have now enough?